by the shore, a granddaughter's soft gaze for grandma hanging lost in the ocean's maze. She takes a deep breath, sinks into the blue, a world of wonder, ancient and new. Then a giant turtle with eyes full of sorrow, please help our king, there is no tomorrow. Down to the Yonggong, the dragon palace deep, where the water shimmers in secret sleep. A bossa nova rhythm, the heartbeat of the tide. Grandma follows with the turtle as her guide, a mystery unfolding in the emerald light. The dragon king is aching, he struggles just to breathe. The palace guards are worried, their anger they bequeath. They bow to the grandma, a whisper of a plea. We need your liver to set our master free. A classic fable, a story she once knew, but grandma shakes her head, that simply isn't true. Here in the Yonggong, the dragon palace deep, where the water shimmers in secret sleep. A bossa nova rhythm, a tension in the tide. Grandma searches, standing by his side, a mystery unfolding in the emerald light. She looks a little closer, past the scales and the crown. Not a mythical illness taking the king down, a tiny hidden object, so painful and so clear, stuck inside his breathing, the source of all his fear. Her hands are steady, she knows what she must do, a modern day monster, shiny, straight and new. She pulls it out with steady hands, a simple plastic straw. The king takes a deep breath, against all ancient law. The water clears, the kingdom starts to sing, not a liver, but a piece of plastic string. The hero of the ocean, with wisdom in her eyes, saved the dragon king with no need for a sacrifice. The dragon palace deep, where the water shimmers in secret sleep. A bossa nova rhythm, the healing of the tide. Grandma rescued, with the truth right by her side. The fable rewritten in the emerald light. She returns to the shore, where her granddaughter waits, with a story of the ocean and its closing gates. A tale of a turtle, a palace and a sign. Our world and their world are intertwined. Sun paints the water a familiar shade of blue. Grandma takes a deep breath, like she always used to do. She slips beneath the surface, leaving the noisy world behind. A quiet place of magic for her searching soul to find. She's floating like a memory in the current soft and slow. There meets an ancient turtle with nowhere left to go. Oh, the rhythm of the ocean, a soft bossa nova sway, but something feels wrong in the currents today. A shadow in the palace where the ancient legends dream. A sickness in the water, a silent flowing stream. They call it a curse, a forgotten old disease. The mighty dragon king, who breathes with no more ease. The legends told of magic, of meeting pearls or gold. But this is not a story the ancestors had told. His kingdom waits in silence, their heavy hearts afraid, watching as their history begins to slowly fade. Oh, the rhythm of the ocean, a soft bossa nova sway, but something feels wrong in the currents today. A shadow in the palace where the ancient legends dream. A sickness in the water, a silent flowing stream. She looks beyond the fable with her wise and steady eyes. It's not a mythical monster, just a modern sad surprise. A manufactured sorrow, a simple careless line. Not a magical affliction, but a man-made cold design. It hides inside the breathing, so thin and hard to see. The price of our convenience, haunting the deep sea. She reaches out a steady hand and pulls the shadow free. A hollow little piece of plastic for all the world to see. The king takes in a long breath, the water starts to clear. The smallest kind of poison had been the biggest fear. No magic spell was broken, no ancient rite was done. Just a grandma who saw the truth beneath the filtered sun. Oh, the rhythm of the ocean, a soft bossa nova sway. The king is breathing easy in the currents today. She healed the hidden palace where the ancient legends dream. A smoke nymph from the silence of that modern flowing stream. She rises to the sunlight, the air feels fresh and new. She holds a different story, one she knows is true. The ocean knows her stories, the waves all know her name. The Haino sinks below the blue, a ritual, a game. She's looking for the abalone, hiding in the reef, but finds a crying turtle, his heart was full of grief. The legend isn't breathing, the bossa nova beat is slow. Down in the dragon's palace, where the worried currents flow, they're singing ancient melodies of sacrifice and pain. But the Haino hears the rhythm of a different kind of rain. The king is on his throne, his scales have lost their glow. The guards are pacing nervously, it's a curse from long ago. They whisper we need payment, a liver for the cure. It's how the fable's written, it's the only way for sure. The legend isn't breathing, the bossa nova beat is slow. Down in the dragon's palace, where the worried currents flow, they're singing ancient melodies of sacrifice and pain. But the Haino hears the rhythm of a different kind of rain. The king is on his throne, his scales have lost their glow. The guards are pacing nervously, it's a curse from long ago. They whisper we need payment, a liver for the cure. It's how the fable's written, it's the only way for sure. The legend isn't breathing, the bossa nova beat is slow. Down in the dragon's palace, where the worried currents flow, they're singing ancient melodies of sacrifice and pain. But the Haino hears the rhythm of a different kind of rain. She pushes past the doctors with their potions and their scrolls. She sees no ancient magic, just a problem taking tolls. It isn't in a storybook, this simple choking thing. It's not a mythical disease that stops the king from breathing. She wears a piece of plastic, so casual and thin, the ghost of someone's coffee cup that let the sickness in. She takes it in her steady hand and pulls the shadow free. The king takes in a giant breath of clear blue living sea. The fables all were wrong, the curse was just a lie. It was a piece of yesterday we threw into the sky and sea. The Haenyeo swims for home, where her granddaughter waits to play. She has a different story to tell her now today. The palace made of coral is breathing soft and slow. A bossa nova rhythm, the only one they know. The salt is on her window, the eyes calling out. Annie, your grandma, the only life she knows. She kisses her granddaughter, waiting on the land, and disappears in the blue with her wisdom in her hand. But today the sea feels different, a current dark and slow. A turtle wrapped in shadows, with a tale of woe. A palace made of coral, beneath the waves of time, is fading like a watercolor, losing all its rhyme. The dragon king is silent, his breath a fragile thing. They're waiting for a miracle, the ocean ceased to sing. A bossa nova rhythm, like a worried beating heart. They gathered round the Haenyeo in the throne room's fading light. The ancient curse is upon us, it drains his royal might. They spoke of hidden treasures, a liver or a pearl, the price to save the dragon, the king of this blue world. She watched the bubbles rising from the aching, suffering king, and knew this wasn't fable, but a modern painful sting. A palace made of coral, beneath the waves of time, is fading like a watercolor, losing all its rhyme. The dragon king is silent, his breath a fragile thing. They're waiting for a miracle, the ocean ceased to sing. A bossa nova rhythm, like a worried beating heart. A steady hand approaches, she pulls the shadow out. A simple plastic straw dissolving all the doubt. The king takes in the water, his color flows right back. The ancient curse was broken by a modern sad attack. The guards looked on in wonder, how could this be true? The smallest thing forgotten had choked the royal blue. Beneath the waves of time, the colors are returning, the rhythm and the rhyme. The dragon king is breathing, a vibrant, healthy thing. The Haenyeo taught the ocean a different song to sing. A bossa nova rhythm, a healing, steady heart. She swims back to the shoreline, the sun is warm and bright. She holds a newer story of darkness and of light. She holds a plastic memory and looks at the fading light.
She draws the ocean's curtain
breath of salty air, the daughter of the water, without a single care. She floats into the quiet, a world of liquid light. But today the blue feels heavy, something isn't right. A turtle swims in circles, a sadness in his plea. Our king is disappearing, come down beneath the sea. The bossa nova's pulse is weak down in the dragon's hall. The coral pillars trembling, come down beneath the sea. A mythic breathless silence, the ancient kingdom weeps. They're lost inside a story the ocean tries to keep. The court is clad in sorrow, the king of fading blue. They've read the ancient story, they think they know what's due. A stranger's heart, the pain, and the old ones used to say it's the only cure we know of to keep the curse away. The grandma looks and listens, she knows this isn't myth. It's not a vengeful spirit or a legendary wraith. The bossa nova's pulse is weak down in the dragon's hall. The coral pillars trembling, come down beneath the sea. A mythic breathless silence, the ancient kingdom weeps. They're lost inside a story the ocean tries to keep. The court is clad in sorrow, the king of fading blue. They've read the ancient story, they think they know what's due. A stranger's heart, the pain, and the old ones used to say it's the only cure we know of to keep the curse away. But grandma looks and listens, she knows this isn't myth. It's not a vengeful spirit or a legendary wraith. The bossa nova's silence, the ancient kingdom weeps. They're lost inside a story the ocean tries to keep. She's just a simple hangyo, no magic in her hands, but she sees the tiny monster the legend misunderstands. It's not a spell or a dragon's fire that's stealing all the breath. It's a hollow, weightless object, a tiny plastic death, so carelessly forgotten, a wound so sharp and thin. The reason why the fable could never ever win. Plastic, the king begins to breathe. The color rushes back to him, a beautiful relief. The sun paints the water a familiar shade of blue. Grandma takes a deep breath, like she always used to do. She slips beneath the surface, leaving the noisy world behind. A quiet place of magic for her searching soul to find. She's floating like a memory in the current, soft and slow, that meets an ancient turtle with nowhere left to go. Oh, the rhythm of the ocean, a soft bossa nova sway. But something feels wrong in the currents today. A shadow in the palace where the ancient legends dream. A sickness in the water, a silent flowing stream. They call it a curse, a forgotten old disease. The mighty dragon king
smooth breeze with no more ease. The legends told of magic, of needing pearls or gold. But this is not a story the ancestors had told. His kingdom waits in silence, their heavy hearts afraid, watching as their history begins to slowly fade. Oh, the rhythm of the ocean, a soft bossa nova sway. But something feels wrong in the currents today. A shadow in the palace where the ancient legends dream. A sickness in the water, a silent flowing stream. She looks beyond the fable with her wise and steady eyes. It's not a mythical monster, just a modern sad surprise. A manufactured sorrow, a simple careless line. Not a magical affliction, but a man-made cold design. It hides inside the breathing, so thin and hard to see. The price of our convenience, haunting the deep sea. She reaches out a steady hand and pulls the shadow free. A hollow little piece of plastic for all the world to see. The king takes in a long breath, the water starts to clear. The smallest kind of poison had been the biggest fear. No magic spell was broken, no ancient rite was done. Just a grandma who saw the truth beneath the filtered sun. Oh, the rhythm of the ocean, a soft bossa nova sway. The king is breathing easy in the currents today. She healed the hidden palace where the ancient legends dream, and woke them from the silence of that modern flowing stream. She rises to the sunlight, the air feels fresh and new. She holds a different story, one she knows is true.
She draws the ocean's curtain, a breath of salty air. The daughter of the water, without a single care. She floats into the quiet, a world of liquid light. But today the blue feels heavy, something isn't right. A turtle swims in circles, a sadness in his plea. Our king is disappearing, come down beneath the sea. The bossa nova's pulse is weak down in the dragon's hall. The coral pillars trembling, waiting for the fall. A mythic breath of silence, the ancient kingdom weeps. They're lost inside a story the ocean tries to keep. The court is clad in sorrow, the king fading blue. They've read the ancient story, they think they know what's due. A stranger's heart of payment, the old ones used to say. It's the only cure we know of to keep the curse away. But grandma looks and listens, she knows this isn't myth. It's not a vengeful spirit or a legendary rain. The bossa nova's pulse is weak down in the dragon's hall. The coral pillars trembling, waiting for the fall. A mythic breath of silence, the ancient kingdom weeps. They're lost inside a story the ocean tries to keep. The court is clad in sorrow, the king, a fading blue. They've read the ancient story, they think they know what's due. A stranger's heart, a payment. The old ones used to say it's the only cure we know of to keep the curse away. But Grandma looks and listens, she knows this isn't myth. It's not a vengeful spirit or a legendary wraith. The bossa nova's pulses weak down in the dragon's hall. The coral pillars trembling, waiting for the fall. A mythic breath of silence, the ancient kingdom weeps. They're lost inside a story the ocean tries to keep. She's just a simple haño, no magic in her hands, but she sees the tiny monster the legend misunderstands. It's not a spell or dragon's fire that's stealing all the breath. It's a hollow, weightless object, a tiny plastic death. So carelessly forgotten, but wounds so sharp and deep. The reason why the fable could never ever win. She pulls the thorn of plastic, the king begins to breathe. The color rushes back to him, a beautiful relief. The ancient curse was broken, not by a magic rhyme, but within the shore, a granddaughter's soft gaze for Grandma Henny-O, lost in the ocean's maze. She takes a deep breath, sinks into the blue, a world of wonder, ancient and new. Then a giant turtle with eyes full of sorrow, please help our king, there is no tomorrow. Down to the Ongo, the dragon palace deep, where the water shimmers, secrets sleep. A bossa nova rhythm, the heartbeat of the tide. Grandma follows with the turtle as her guide. Mystery unfolding in the emerald light. The dragon king is aching, he struggles just to breathe. The palace guards are worried, their anger they bequeath. They bow to the grandma, a whisper of a plea. Read your liver to set our master free. A classic fable, a story she once knew, but grandma shakes her head, that simply isn't true. Here in the Ongo, the dragon palace deep, where the water shimmers, secrets sleep. A bossa nova rhythm, the tension in the tide. Grandma searches, standing by his side, a mystery unfolding in the emerald light. She looks a little closer, past the scales and the crown. Not a mythical illness taking the king down. A tiny hidden object, so painful and so clear, stuck inside his breathing, the source of all his fear. Her hands are steady, she knows what she must do. A modern day monster, shiny, straight and new. She pulls it out with steady hands, a simple plastic straw. The king takes a deep breath, against all ancient law. The water clears, the kingdom starts to sing. Not a liver, but a piece of plastic string. a hero of the ocean, with wisdom in her eyes, saved the dragon king, with no need for a sacrifice. Safe in the Yongum, the dragon passed deep, where the water shimmers and secrets sleep. A bossa nova rhythm, the healing of the tide. Grandma rescued, with the truth right by her side. The fable rewritten in the emerald light. Focus on a window, the tide is calling low. I hang your grandma, the only life she knows. She kisses her granddaughter, waiting on the land, and disappears in the blue with her wisdom in her hand. But today the sea feels different, a current dark and slow, a turtle wrapped in shadows with a tale of woe. A palace made of coral beneath the waves of time is fading like a watercolor, losing all its rhyme. The dragon king is silent, his breath a fragile thing. They're waiting for a miracle, the ocean ceased to sing. A bossa nova rhythm, like a worried beating heart. They gathered round the hangar in the throne room's fading light. The ancient curse is upon us, it drains his royal might. They spoke of hidden treasures, a liver or a pearl, the price to save the dragon, the king of this blue world. She watched the bubbles rising from the aching, suffering king, and knew this wasn't fate, but a modern painful sting. A palace made of coral beneath the waves of time is fading like a watercolor, losing all its rhyme. The dragon king is silent, his breath a fragile thing. They're waiting for a miracle, the ocean ceased to sing. A bossa nova rhythm, like a worried beating heart. She needs no magic potion, she needs no magic spell. Her eyes have seen the garbage, the stories humans tell. It's not a mythic sickness, no legendary beast. It's just a hollow echo from our careless plastic feast, hiding in the passage where life is meant to flow. A simple piece of sorrow that we let the ocean sow. Her steady hand approaches, she pulls the shadow out, a simple plastic straw, dissolving all the doubt. The king takes in the water, his color flows right back. The ancient curse was broken by a modern sad attack. The gods looked on in wonder, how could this be true? The smallest thing forgotten had choked the royal blue.
stories. The waves all know her name. The hanyo sinks below the blue, a ritual, a game. She's looking for the abalone, hiding in the reef. That finds a crying turtle. His heart was full of grief. The legend isn't breathing. The bossa nova beat is low. Down in the dragon's palace, where the worried currents flow. They're singing ancient melodies of sacrifice and pain. But the hanyo hears the rhythm of a different kind of rain. The king is on his throne. His scales have lost their glow. The guards are pacing nervously. It's a curse from long ago. They whisper we need payment, a liver for the cure. It's how the fable's written. It's the only way for sure. The legend isn't breathing. The bossa nova beat is low. Down in the dragon's palace, where the worried currents flow. They're singing ancient melodies of sacrifice and pain. But the hanyo hears the rhythm of a different kind of rain. The king is on his throne. His scales have lost their glow. The guards are pacing nervously. It's a curse from long ago. They whisper we need payment, a liver for the cure. It's how the fable's written. It's the only way for sure. She pushes past the doctors with their potions and their scrolls. She sees no ancient magic, just a problem taking tolls. It isn't in the storybook, this simple choking thing. It's not a mythical disease that stops the king from breathing. A flimsy piece of plastic, so casual and thin. The ghost of someone's coffee cup that let the sickness in. She takes it in her steady hand and pulls the shadow free. The king takes in a giant breath of clear blue living sea. The fables all were wrong. The curse was just a lie. It was a piece of yesterday we threw into the sky and see. The hanyo swims for home, where her granddaughter waits to play. She has a different story to tell her now today. The palace made of coral is breathing soft and slow. A bossa nova rhythm, the only one they know. She pushes past the doctors with their potions and their scrolls. She sees no ancient magic, just a problem taking tolls. It isn't in a storybook, this simple
She trusts the water's color. She knows the current's mood. A lifetime as a hanyo, finding ocean food. But today the tide is heavy, a whisper on the reef, a turtle weeping silently, a palace lost in grief. The music in the palace, a bossa nova beat is playing at a temple, a sound of sad defeat. The dragon king is fading, his breath is thin and low. They're searching for a reason in stories from long ago. The royal court is gathered, it's a curse, the wise ones say.
tragic payment to chase the dark away. They look at Grandma Haney, oh, we need the Fables price. We need the ancient treasure, the human sacrifice. The music in the palace, a bossa nova beat is playing out of tempo, a sound of sad defeat. The dragon king is fading, his breath is thin and low. They're searching for a reason in stories from long ago. She bows her head, then looks again. Her eyes are clear and deep. This isn't from a storybook or a promise they must keep. It's not a magic illness, no, it's something hard and small. A modern hollow object, that's the reason for it all. A tiny plastic trinket, a man-made cold charm that lodged itself inside the myth and caused the ocean harm. Strong and steady, she pulls the charm away. The king takes in the ocean, the music starts to play. No liver pearl or magic, just a thing we threw aside that almost cost the dragon king his legend and his pride. She swims up to the sunlight, to the world she left above, with a story of a cold charm and the ocean that she loves. The bossa nova's easy now, a lesson in a groove, a different kind of treasure. Upon her hand, she holds her breath and follows the shifting ancient sand. She belongs to a rhythm of the pulling of the moon, but today the sea is humming a sad and broken tune. A turtle from a legend with sorrow in his eyes says our king is fading quickly beneath the troubled skies. Oh, the ancient rhythm's fading in the palace built on dreams. The dragon king is silent, or so it almost seems. His breath is like a whisper from a song they can't recall. The oldest magic's failing as the heavy shadows fall. They've gathered in the throne room, their faces lined with fear. The story says a sacrifice must be the cure we hear. They're reading from a chapter that's turned to yellow dust, a fable full of anger, a story they mistrust. We need the stranger's liver, it's the only written way. But Grandma shakes her head softly, that's not the truth today. Oh, the ancient rhythm's fading in the palace built on dreams. The Dragon King is silent, or so it almost seems. His breath is like a whisper from a song they can't recall. The oldest magic's failing as the heavy shadows fall. She sees the painful problem. It's not a mystic crime. It's a tiny twisted object that's from a different time. It doesn't rhyme with legends, it doesn't fit the song. It's a verse that isn't written where the rhythm all went wrong. A plastic hollow arrow from a world they'll never know. The reason why the ancient king can't let his breathing flow. Gentle, she pulls the verse away. The king takes in the ocean, the music starts to play. The legend starts to breathe again, the ancient tune is clear. The sickness wasn't magic, just a modern simple fear. She swims back to the surface, to the world that writes the rhymes, and wonders who will listen to this story of the times. Trusts the water's color, she knows the current's mood. A lifetime as a hainio, finding ocean food. But today the tide is heavy, a whisper on the reef, a turtle weeping silently, a palace lost in grief. The music in the palace, a bossa nova beat, is playing out of tempo, a sound of sad defeat. The Dragon King is fading, his breath is thin and low. They're searching for a reason in stories from long ago. Royal court is gathered, it's a curse, the wise ones say. We need a magic payment to chase the dark away. They look at Grandma Henio, we need the Fables prize. We need the ancient treasure, the human sacrifice. The music in the palace, a bossa nova beat, is playing out This isn't from a storybook or a promise they must keep. It's not a magic illness, no, it's something hard and small. A modern hollow object, that's the reason for it all. A tiny plastic trinket, a man-made cold charm that lodged itself inside the myth and caused the ocean harm. Her hands are strong and steady, she pulls the charm away. The king takes in the ocean, the music starts to play. No liver, pearl, or magic, just a thing we threw aside that almost cost the dragon king his legend and his pride. She swims up to the sunlight, to the world she left above, with a story of a cold charm and the ocean that she loves. The bossa nova's easy now, a lesson in the groove, a different kind of treasure. Grandma knows the ocean like the lines upon her hand. She holds her breath and follows the shifting ancient sand. She belongs to a rhythm of the pulling of the moon. But today the sea is humming a sad and broken tune. A turtle from a legend with sorrow in his eyes says our king is fading quickly beneath the troubled skies. Oh, the ancient rhythm's fading in the palace built on dreams. The dragon king is silent, or so it almost seems. His breath is like a whisper from a song they can't recall. The oldest magic's failing as the heavy shadows fall. They've gathered in the throne room, their faces lined with fear. The story says a sacrifice must be the cure we hear. They're reading from a chapter that's turned to yellow dust, a fable full of anger, a story they mistrust. We need the stranger's liver, it's the only written way. But Grandma shakes her head softly, that's not the truth today. Oh, the ancient rhythm's fading in the palace Dragon King is silent, or so it almost seems. His breath is like a whisper from a song they can't recall. The oldest magic's failing as the heavy shadows fall. She sees the painful problem. It's not a mystic crime. It's a tiny twisted object that's from a different time. It doesn't rhyme with legends. It doesn't fit the song. It's a verse that isn't written where the rhythm all went wrong. A plastic hollow arrow from a world they'll never know. The reason why the ancient king can't let his breathing flow. Her hand is firm and gentle. She pulls the verse away. The king takes in the ocean. The music starts to play. The legend starts to breathe again. The ancient tune is clear. The sickness wasn't magic, just a modern, simple fear. She swims back to the surface, to the world that writes the rhymes, and wonders who will listen to this story of the time.